Happy my birthday. The drawer won't close for my birthday, so that's the start. I just wanted to make a video of some random things that we're gonna do because this is like quarantine times. It's not the state of emergency anymore, but people really aren't going outside, and I thought about having a birthday party and that kind of didn't work out because the government didn't get to the point where they were allowing people to go to karaoke. Like, they're saying karaoke bars shouldn't be open. So I'm kind of changing how I'm doing my birthday today, and I've set up a few things that I think will be fun. One of them is pretty normal. What I'm doing is very normal for me. Is that better?
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Okay. I'm having what we've coined as weird toast. And that's where I take random things from the refrigerator and I put it on toast. So this one's butter. You gotta have your normal butter, and I should have spread it because if the toast gets cold and it doesn't melt in, I get upset. So that's good enough. This one is miso paste, which people who like Vegemite will completely understand that. It's very much like Vegemite. If you don't understand Vegemite and you've never put miso paste on a piece of toast, that'll be an adventure for you. Next up, yeah, you gotta cut your toast into 2 pieces so you get lots of flavors in your weird toast. This happens every Saturday and Sunday.
It's not Saturday or Sunday.
It's Thursday. It's my birthday. I do whatever I want. So the other one is honey.
Wait, what are you weighing the toast?
I zeroed out the toast, and you get 3 grams of honey. This is very much me. Look at that squiggle. Wow.
Let's get a zoom on this. That's a nice squiggle.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna destroy it. And you just spread it around. I think the butter's making its way to every single one. Alright, and then normally the 4th one is like the weirdest things I can find in the cabinet, which would be like spicy stuff, or the last week I was doing tonkatsu sauce because we had just stuff left over. It ends up being a lot of things that I'm just trying to get finished off. But today,
hold on. Today we're going to have a cliffhanger because the battery is dying. BRB.
Right. And now for the last one. I have gone with sprinkles. I don't know if it's actually going to stay on the bread. And it says that they're chocolate, so I think they're going to melt. We're going to find out. Okay.
Is the bread still hot?
Yeah, I just put it in the thing so it would get hotter.
This is pretty good for birthday, I guess.
I got other ideas for the birthday sweets, but this was the only one that I could think of that was like breakfast stuffs.
We'd have sprinkles on like a... Wait, sprinkles are breakfast stuffs?
No. that I can put on my breakfast stuffs. Like, I can't think of anything else in the kitchen. I do my own oatmeal, and I thought about putting them in there, but on days that I have off, I eat toast. Mm-hmm. You can't break the rules. So, it is starting to melt, so that I think they'll stay in place. Wow. How do you look at? Need some more sprinkles.
Why aren't you weighing the sprinkles?
Because it's my birthday.
Living on the wild side, dude.
Toast isn't important. That's just the fun part of the start of my birthday. There are 3 things that I want to do for my birthday. And the first one is what we're going to have for lunch today, which is unagi don. And unagi is eel, for those who don't know. And I've come to this shop right here, and usually this place would have like a huge line going down the road, but since coronavirus is happening and tourism is not here, which is what's usually in the line is tourists, not locals, there's no line. I got my lunch in less than 3 minutes. It was very, very quick and helping keep this place open. I've been here before, I've stood in that line, it's worth it, and I'm happy to have this for not so long of a wait. You want to try some of this?
No. I'm not down on the sea snake, man.
That's a major reason why takeout happened. So Eric got his own bento. Interesting things about this is that when you buy it, and you take it out of the store, I actually got 10 yen off because they have such limited seating in that very popular restaurant. So saving money. This is 1 coin, which makes me very, very happy, but it isn't a whole lot of meat because unagi is quite expensive. And to get unagi that is tasting good for 500 yen, well, hold on, let me make sure I can say tasting good first.
So I mean, they grilled it like right there before you had it, right? Like, is it warm still?
Yep. And it's good. Really flavorful. Eel.
Are you still gonna be hungry after that though? Because that's really not that much. It's a
Might
pretty
be
small
saving
portion.
up for dinner. I'll definitely be fueled for the rest of the afternoon, but dinner might be a little bit bigger than this. One of the things that I always want to eat unagi in the summers because people say during the summer months, which is, I guess it's season, it's supposed to like help ward off illnesses and things like that. And I've totally just succumbed to this superstition and I'm okay with that.
Is it just that you like to eat it?
Well, I like to eat it and I like to feel like it's the right time to eat it for the right purpose and it's my birthday and yes, yeah. It's really, really windy. Holy crap. What do you do for your birthday? For fika? You import goods that are probably not of the highest standard, but of the highest fun. Yeah. Got one of these mug treats when I was in America, and kind of was very excited about it, and that was in February. Been holding on to this bad boy. Happy birthday to me. I think we're gonna have to add some sprinkles to this.
Wasn't funfetti enough?
It was not funfetti enough. It's my birthday. Do you want it on the butt?
Yeah.
I have to pee a little. Part number 2 of my birthday is that I got birthday presents for you and for people in the postcard club. It sounds kind of strange, but going to the post office here with postcards sucks. Like, sometimes the people at the post office seem like they've never seen a postcard in their lives. Like, they've told us you have to put your return address on it. Have you ever put a return address on a postcard? Oh my gosh. Anywho, we'll get past that. I finally realized that you can purchase stamps on the internet. And we have been waiting here at home for the 2 to 4 o'clock time frame to get stamps. And I was gonna have you open this, but you already figured out it's just stamps, he says. So, gosh, why even give him the pleasure of opening the package? So I'm just gonna show off the coolness that we got, because normally when we go to the post office, it's just very awkward, and the only postage that you can get for international postcards is a 70 yen stamp. But what I found on the internet is that I can get a 63 yen stamp and a 7 yen stamp. And the 63 yen stamps are all very cool. So I've got our 7 yen stamp that looks pretty darn boring. And then I've also got 63 yen stamps with sumo wrestlers on them. And for the postcard club, which has kind of been on hiatus because of coronavirus, I had to buy a lot more. And I did a bad job of making my purchase in full. So I ended up getting 2 packages. So in here, we've also got more of the 7 yen stamps. But I also found these weird cooking stamps. It's like a fish that someone's gonna eat. And like salt and pepper or something like that. Like, okay. And then I also found these animals running amok. Look how fat this cat is. I'm very excited about this new development, and I feel it is a birthday present to myself in the future because I will get to pick out stamps. It's a present to you because you know who's not going to the post office today? It's you and me! It's you and me! And it's a present to everybody that's in the postcard club because maybe we'll get a little more variety in the stamps now. So, hooray! Another one of the 3 things for my birthday is making umeshu. I did it last year for my birthday and I'm going to start a tradition. First thing you have to do is destroy your kitchen. That's step 1. Step 2 is, under here we actually have some weird storage in our kitchen that, I don't know if other people have this, but this is where you make the umeshu. These are umeshus that we made from last year. I'm actually going to pull one of those out. Crap, it's huge. Oh yeah. This is prime.
So this is last year's.
Yep.
But
that
you made,
has been brewing for 1 year.
You made 2 of them last year, right?
I made 2. That one will be the one that we enjoy for this year. The next one that is down there, I'm holding for 3 years. So we're making another one that's going to be a single year. What do you call these, like, vintage stock or something like that? So that's a single year malt. This is a 3-year malt on its way. It's only been going for 1 year, but it's got 2 more years to go. And we're gonna make another single year malt in this bad baby. I have set up a kind of blind taste test for Eric to take. I'm gonna be taking it unblind because I'm the one that created it. So I went to the store and I bought your regular choyu. I think it's called choyu. Double check choya. Choya. I should know this name. I actually drink this brand a lot.
But it's
I very, very, very much like it.
It's one of these guys, and
Yeah.
this is something you could get in the States. I've seen the States.
Comes with the plums, and my standard is no plums, no purchase. You gotta have plums, or I'm not excited about your umeshu. So that's why I go with
hold
this.
on, let's back up a little bit for anybody who might have fallen into this and doesn't know what umeshu is.
Ah, yes.
Umeshu is Japanese plum wine, and it's not plums like you're thinking like in the United States.
Purple ones.
Like the purple ones or whatever. This is more of a, yeah, we can just show you because we have some.
Bink.
It's
They
one of
look
these
like
guys.
this. They're tiny little plums.
Yeah, I've never just eaten one raw. I don't know if that would be a good thing or not.
My understanding is they're acidic.
Yeah. Usually you get them in maybe some candy sometimes are flavored with it or whatever, but typically the usual way that you do it is with this alcohol. And we're going to show you how that's made in a few minutes.
We're going to make it.
Yeah, because that's what's fun about this.
We've got the store brand and we've got the Kyde brand that I just showed you, the big jug.
That she made last year. And we found out that it was not quite a year old.
That's okay.
You're 6 days short.
6 days short, but that's fine. I need you to put your blindfold on, which is his eyelids.
And when I do this, do you want me to what am I grabbing?
You're going to be grabbing, but don't go, just chill, because you're going straight for the boobs.
Do you want me to do the whole thing and the plum?
No, I want you to just take a sip of the liquid. I'll guide you along the way, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just hands out and chill. Both hands. You're going to need 2. All right. So I've got the
double fisting these plums, y'all.
Kyde brand and the store brand. And I'm going to have Eric put them towards the camera so you can kind of tell which one goes where. So shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Now I'm double fisting the plums.
Now you're double fisting the plums. All right. This one needs to rotate just a little bit more to see that letter. Okay. So go ahead and give the one in your right hand a sip.
I appreciate you touching my right hand because you didn't think I would know which hand is my right.
Give the liquid a sip. Oh, the smell is also a good idea too.
Okay. This one is pretty alcohol-y. It's not very sweet. I already know which one it is.
Okay.
But,
and then now you're going to give this sip of just the liquid.
Yeah, I'm right. I know which one is which. It's very easy to tell. I've had enough of this one to know that this is not the one you bought at the store.
Yes, that is very correct. You can open your eyes now.
This one is the one that you made. The alcohol is a lot stronger.
Yes.
And
I could feel it go into my stomach. I drank it a little bit while you were drinking as well.
This is much sweeter and more of like a syrup. And this is more of like a shot of alcohol.
Like this is actually like, here's a party, and this is like a picnic.
Yeah.
That's a little
fun.
Yeah.
There's a party, this is a picnic.
Yeah.
That's accurate. I gotta say, as much as it's fun to make it at home, I think it's better in...
You're breaking my heart!
I'm telling you. So we're about to make more, and I'm thinking maybe what we should do is do a lower quantity of alcohol and a higher quantity of sugar, like ratio.
Then I wish that we had gotten more sugar.
Just put less alcohol in.
I love that you think that I'm capable of adjusting the numbers to the recipe mentally, but wow, boy am I not.
Yeah, I mean, woo! That's like, it does taste a bit like the ume, but man, it's like jet fuel.
Let's do some plum testing.
Okay. How do I do that?
They're inside.
You have a hashi?
And you can already tell. You can use this gigantic spoon that I have.
His plum spoon?
Yeah, it's actually my plum spoon. Because it's really hard to get the plums, because I always like to have a plum when I drink, and it's really hard to get the plums out of this bottle, so that's why I have
It's even harder to get them out of this little cup. Okay, here we go.
I think that the plums are going to be better. I think my plums are going to be better.
You got nice plums.
Thanks. Wow, I just went with the whole thing.
There's a seed in there, you gotta be careful. Oh God, there's a lot of alcohol. The solchu that you put in there is like, what, like 35% or something? Mm-hmm. I wonder if they use a lower alcohol quantity.
Eric, I have to start over. Mm-hmm. I got a counter that's about me eating like an adult, and every day that I don't eat like an adult, I have to make a little mark. Yesterday, I did not eat like an adult. So... today's over now.
She never made it more than like 4 days.
The skin is a little thick on mine. But the store-bought ones, you can actually taste like the crunch of mine. I think the flavor of the plums of mine is pretty good. I like it because I like it. All fruit should be as hard as an apple. Is my thought process. Yes.
You don't like
strawberries, apples,
bananas?
Bananas are in their own world. But this is the store-bought one. You can see it's wrinkled. It's been in there for much longer than...
These are old man plums.
It's the old man plums. And when you bite into it, it's kind of really soft. And you get used to it. If you don't like this texture, it makes sense that some people don't.
I like the store-bought one better. I'm shooting real here. Even the plum.
Well, you can get the fuck out.
The first time that we had this was when we were traveling in Japan years and years ago. We stayed with a friend, and his wife's family is Japanese, and the mother of his wife had made some of this stuff in like 1982 or something. It was like a long time ago.
It was 15 years old.
Was it?
15-year-old umeshu.
It wasn't quite that old. It wasn't quite 1982, but it was pretty old. And it was amazing. Like, just like, I'm not sure if it was the first time I had it or the environment of being in there with it or whatever, but it was a really, really cool experience. So I kind of have like a soft spot in my heart for umeshu in general. You know, just because of that experience. But it's also pretty delicious when it's done right. Yours is just dangerous.
We could add a little bit of sugar to it.
Like now.
Yeah.
Like when you drink it.
But yeah, it is a little bit dangerous. What's the percentage on this? I think it's like 14. Yeah, this says 14%. And I know that the 35% that we put in is going to get diluted by
the sugar and
the plums, but it still seems like it's probably up there in the 20s.
It's kind of fun though that the plums absorb the alcohol. So like you bite into the plum and you get like a little hit.
That's like my favorite part of introducing somebody to this actual bottle. Not umeshu in a store or restaurant or whatever. When you introduce them to this bottle, they have some and they're like, oh, it's really sweet. It's pretty delicious. And then I give them the plum and they're freaked out at first. They're just like, why would I eat this? And then they'll get like one bite in and I just tell them, that's where the alcohol is. And I don't know if there's more alcohol inside of that, but you can just tell their mindset about that plum changes.
The one thing that does trip people up most of the time is the texture, like you mentioned.
Yes.
Like that's the thing.
It's a very weird texture. But the next step is going to be making umeshu. And what you have to do, which is
What's cool about this is you basically go into the grocery store and there's kits.
Or
It's not
all the
necessarily a
items
kit.
are all together.
Yeah. And so it'll be one of these jugs that has a red top. They always look like this.
They always look like
The
that.
one that came out of the lady that made it for it, that gave us something, who was 15 years old, she had one of those jugs.
Oh, I didn't see the jug.
like exactly one of these jugs. And then there is a pre-measured out bag of raw ume. And then a jug of alcohol, and they call it like white liquor, I guess.
It just
is
said
what it
white
says on
liquor,
it. And it's just straight up for fruit liquor.
Yeah, and you just know you're on the right path. They're not leading you astray.
And you can make it with different things. Like this shows ume and
We've
apples.
done apple before.
Yeah, and
I didn't like it.
I
Garlic?
guess that's
Oh my god.
kumquat, garlic. I've had garlic.
Turn it over, there's more.
Is there more?
What's
Some sort.
that?
It's
Chinese quince.
yeah, it's like a Chinese citrus.
Alright, onward to
strawberry.
strawberries that should be crunchy like apples.
Yuzu
And
is another.
yuzu. Oh,
one.
yuzu
And then
would be fun.
Lemon would be good too.
And lemon. I thought that today you'd try and talk me into doing another flavor, but we were really hungry at the grocery store. So we have ended up just making one jug for this year.
So the first thing that we have to do.
And we also need to get rock. I wanted to say salt, but this is sugar.
Yes.
Rock sugar. It's 3 ingredients. It's really not hard. 4 ingredients if you count the jug. Inside of your umes, you're going to find a little stem. Beep, beep. And you need to... That's still my face.
Yeah,
wow.
it's not gonna. You're gonna get your
Let me
face
back
out
my
of there.
face out.
you go.
There we go. Wow. Awesome.
You're looking right up the barrel right now, y'all.
So you have to remove that stem. If you don't remove that stem, it's going to make your umeshu taste bad. So you take a little a long chopstick. This is not a chopstick.
Toothpick.
I've been drinking.
And then just plop it out.
And you just plop it out. And then we're going to put them into this bucket, and we will then rinse those and get them ready for the bath that is going to happen in here. The jacuzzi of tastiness. Or whatever I made that you didn't like.
It's just the umes of danger, I think is what I would
Umes of
call it.
danger. I'm okay with that.
And we're back.
Ume master.
We have taken the stems out and you rinse them, right?
Yep, rinsed them all. Basically, the understanding I have is you make a layer of ume, you make a layer of sugar, you make a layer of ume, sugar, till you run out, and then you cover it in alcohol. Let's do that.
So you have a 4-liter bottle, but I think we're making a 3-liter serving, correct?
Yeah, and it occurred to me that clinches on they are trying to get you to just, I don't know how to explain this. They just want you to not end up having to have excess stuff. So they will tell you, even though you have a 4-liter jug, to do the 3-liter recipe because you're going to end up using this amount of alcohol. If you go for a 4-liter, you're going to use like 1/4 of this or something like that.
But with a 4-liter one, if we wanted to, we could have added more sugar. Because there
Yeah.
would have been more space with the same amount of alcohol. But as long as the level of alcohol still went all the way and submerged everything, that's where you would have problems with that.
Okay, so
So-
we've got a nice little layer of umes, which may be a little bit hard to see. And we're going to put sugar on top. Flatten it out.
Is that enough, you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're going to have like 3 layers of umes, 3 layers of rocks.
Okay.
Got our layers going. It just kind of looks like a big mixture, which is fine. It does not need to be super perfect. It's all going to meld together. Our jar is ready. We're ready for the dangerous element.
It's a dangerous element. I'm curious if that tastes any different straight than it did when it was done after a year.
It's going to have one of those pull tabs on the inside. Pull tab on the inside. God, I hate these things. Gotta pull it out like that. Japan as fuck. Alright, here we go.
Leave a little bit of that in the bottom. I want to taste it straight.
You want to taste it, and you're also looking to control this.
We've got a little bit here in these cups, and we're going to drink it straight. And I imagine it's going to be similar to what we had a minute ago. You should have had me
It's not going to be similar to what you had a minute ago. What you had a minute ago had 500 grams of sugar in it.
You should have had me taste test this versus
We give you some rubbing alcohol so you can appreciate the 1 year that was spent.
Taste, oh god, that smells like, I'm surprised it hasn't evaporated.
Yes, this is
Okay.
going to be intense.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Whoa. Yeah, okay, it's a lot better after it's been in that jug with that sugar and those umes.
Wait for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. And I think the more time you add to it, the better it'll get. Like the reason that the stuff from the company was wrinkled plums is maybe they had more time, or maybe they have different temperature constraints they can put it under that help like speed up the passage of time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like who knows what they're doing?
They're professionals.
They are professionals.
I am an amateur.
That is.
And I would like to say I made something dangerous.
But if you were trying to take that and you know, get your freak on. You know what I'm saying? You basically made a roof.
I am coming at you, son, right now. You're prime.
You almost just made like a roofie colada.
Yeah. Well, for your umeshu that you wanted, I have left a considerable amount in here.
Okay, to make it a little less potent.
It's a little less potent. We'll see what happens next year. It's important to store it in a dark place that doesn't get sunlight and isn't hot. It just needs to chill where nobody knows that it ever existed until they find out, and then I was trying to get freaky and they had a sip. It's really heavy, I can't put it in there. I can't reach.
Yeah, do some leaning.
You needed to do this part.
Come on, you can get it back there.
Alright, here we go.
This is what it's like to carry around plums all the time, Katie. It's about time you can see.
You got this many plums? Got it. And we won't think about it until 2021. Shortly before the Olympics.
The 2020 Olympics, baby.
Some might ask if I really, really, really want to do these stamps for my birthday. And some know that the answer is yes.
She's been so excited about it all day. She hasn't even told me that the stamps were coming. She wanted it to be a big surprise.
I get to do the wet ones. I've got the cup of water and the sponge and everything.
Is that a Japanese thing now at this point? Like most places, you don't have the sponge.
Well, most stamps have gone sticker, which all of these are stickers. All the 63-cent ones are stickers, but the additional 7 yen, you're gonna need to get wet.
Golly.
And now is the time. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed Katie's birthday as much as we did. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to help us keep making videos, consider checking out our Patreon, where you can get perks such as early access, your name in our credits, and even postcards from our adventures.